Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to come on to do a layout for Shimmerz paints, but I thought I would show you. I decided I wanted to get some prep work done before I create my layouts this month. So what I did so far is I did cut out a cut file, which you can't see here, but look at this. There's a perfect circle that will so get used this month. I'm excited about it. I think I'm more excited about the circle than anything. But then we have got this cut file. We've got a circular one and kind of a rectangular one. Look at this, guys. So I've got this. Wait, there's one left in there. Ooh, now I just had another idea. Darn it. There are so many ideas. Look at this nice, deep, dramatic blip. And I thought I would use this gorgeous, like textured, neutral kind of vibe for the background. I am loving this idea. Then I just looked at this, guys. Look at these beautiful scallops we can use for something else. There are so many things we can do this month. Okay, so I'm going to put my beautiful scallops over there. But I thought I'd show you that's basically how that's going to go. Now, I love the idea of taking that circle piece, and I'm going to grab a piece of something and paint it up and put it in the center of the circle. I don't even know what I'm doing there yet. It's gonna happen. Okay. Secondly, I'm gonna fussy cut these florals because they are amazing, and I love to have lots and lots of florals on my pages. So I have that going on, right? I'm going to make a couple of cute shaker paquettes with our bonus bundle and our ephemera / die cuts. We have a couple frames perfect for making some shaky shakers. Oh, but wait, there's more. We got a coloring page this month. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. So I want to paint it up. I've got a nice little piece of acrylic that I like to paint, put my paints on. Some handy dandy little paint brushes, just waiting for me and all of our paints. I have got our color kits as well as the bonus bundle paint, which is this gold glimmer. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. It's going to be so fun this month. So I have all of this homework to do. Now, my very first layout is going to be using, actually, I can show you a preview. Here are my 2 photos for my layouts this month. I think I want to work with Earl. Earl is cozied up next to some of my geraniums on our patio. And why do we want to highlight Earl? Well, first of all, he's a cute orange cat. Right. Secondly, in our ephemera die cut pieces, there is an orangey cat in here somewhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was perfect. And of course I won't be able to find it, while we're talking, but this event of Orange Kitty, ooh, that might be kind of good too to have with Earl, because I always have a coffee right next to, actually, he's laying on the little stand that is where I place my coffee on my patio. So yeah, now we're gonna have a moment. I'll never find Kitty. Did I put Kitty somewhere? Anywho, we have a genuine Kitty that I cannot show you because it's top secret. And it made me think, there he is. Look at that. So you see him, right? Look at this. Look at him. It's made for it. So I'm gonna kind of concentrate on Mr. Earl for this layout. I think it would be super cute. Then yeah, I just want to paint these up, and guys, they're gorgeous. The artwork is gorgeous. I think you cannot go wrong, literally, if you just decided to have them as black and whites. They're that pretty, but it reads coloring page, and I get excited to use all the things. So I'm going to do what I normally do. I like to not think about it, and I like to kind of just go for it. It's a little tipperoo if you don't want it to splash on your page. We have all the stuff. Why not use it? So I thought I would just use whatever and just go in and let it dry. And the thing that's cool about that is I'm coming in and doing a little bit of painting. I know it's not fascinating. You guys have seen somebody just do the simplest painting, which is all I'm doing. But while the painting bits are drying, I can go ahead and fussy cut out those other pieces. And I thought that would be a way to go with this. We get one layer of color down. And then I can come back in with some of the deeper colors, with some of the frosty goodness on top, all of that stuff. So you guys, I'm excited. I'm excited. I love it. I love having projects like this that inspire you like in 50 different ways. So, I don't look at the kits that I get until I unbox them with you. And I get so excited because I get to see them at the same time. And then all the ideas start going. And it's just, it is like a holiday when you get your goodies. That is the whole contention. That's supposed to be a leaf. Now, I have to look at this and decide, do I want to create a green color? Or do I want to go with my leafy bits being in the orangey tones, which would be stunning. Anything can happen. Who knows? So yeah, I'm just going to peg away at this, just like you see, nice, slow, relaxed. Maybe put on a little Netflix vibe and just keep going and relax for my happy little creative day. But how fun, guys. I hope you guys get as excited as I am about this kit. I'm going to peg away. I'll be back in just a little bit. So guys, I am continuing to add color. I started with my powder puff, and now I have Don't Rain on My Parade, just a little tiny bit of it on, I guess, yeah, it's a big old acrylic easel. So just a tiny bit. And I'm adding a little bit of depth now, and then we'll add the next and the next and the next. But y'all, these are curated so beautifully that you can just add just little blips, and it's making our little coloring page, oh, I missed some on that one, that much more interesting. Need just a little bit of depth on this one, and anywhere a shadow might be. There's actually no way that you could do this wrong. Your flowers can be whatever color you would like. But I thought I would show you how I'm just going ahead and starting to layer the colors. Now, I'm not super saturating these because I did not add any gesso, but just a little bit the paper weight can take it if you go ahead and you're light-handed. If you want to really pile it on, which I do half the time, then just add a little clear gesso to start and you will be good to go. Right here, I'm going underneath here because there would be a nice shadow underneath the rose there, in the crease, in the center of the bud, we'd have more. Just adding and adding. And I'm gonna bring it up just to show you how darned pretty these pieces are becoming with a little bit of that deeper shadow color. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing. So at this point, I was playing with some color mixing. I wanna see kind of what my colors want to do, because I have options. I think I'm gonna work on some of the leafy bits. So this right here is a nice little mix of the Gold Glimmer and Don't Rain on My Parade. I was seeing if I got some of the gold and some of that deep, deep blue, if I could get slightly greeny. And I'm getting some of that. So I thought I would just go ahead and do a really nice light coat on all of my plants with that as well and see where it takes me. And I'm going to hold this one up to the camera in just a second. We are getting a little bit of that tone. Now I have to be careful that I can still see the veins of these leaves because the Gold Glimmer is a much thicker paint. Let's see, there we go with that drying. So we've got a little something going on. And like I said, I also want to make sure that I can keep the integrity of being able to see those really fine veins in the leaves because they are just a gorgeous, delicate little feature to it. Not super green, just a little something. But guys, it's coming together. I am loving it. So my leafy bits are done with a really nice mix of Don't Rain on My Parade and Gold Glimmer. Just, varying little shades of it. Now this one down here, that is antique lace with a little bit of, that's antique lace with a little bit of Don't Rain on My Parade. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in for more color because, who doesn't need more color? A little olive frost. And guys, I'm gonna let them dry and I can cut them out. Aren't they so pretty already? So just fun. Oh, and this down here, I thought I would go straight in with antique lace with that and give it a really nice start and have it, you know, like antique lace down here and then gold glimmer towards the top, and it'll really shine. Oh, so fun. So I wanted to pop in before I cut these out and show you how fun these florals are. And I only used the paints that we've been talking about, but super pretty, super fun. Lots of dimension and texture, and all that was achieved because we've got shiny bits and less shiny bits and all different tones. So that's what we have. Now I'm going to cut them all out and I'll meet you right back here. So I wanted to show you where I am. I've gone ahead and, okay, talked about this, the cutest cut file. I have an idea if I haven't lost all of these bits that, you know, these little tiny scallopy bits, I have an idea to fill them in because I love them. It's just gonna be a pain, but we'll see if I have them all. I'm not quite sure. Okay, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to create mixed media in the center of this. Now I have this piece that's in the center, of course. So what I'll do is I'll use this as a template to cut around it when the time comes. Now, if your next question is, well, why don't you cut the circle now? Because when you do mixed media in the way that I'm gonna do it, you don't always know exactly what you're gonna get. So I might like it a little bit more over here, a little more here, etc. So I thought I would give myself the opportunity to not be kind of limited. The other thing I did some other, lots of things. I made my shakers. Don't know if it's going on this layout. Don't know if it's going on the next one. But that's some of the homework I like to do, is that kind of thing when I get my product in. And here are my beautiful pieces, all fussy cut out, that are nicely painted with my treasures. Oh, but wait, that one sheet of pattern paper with the gorgeous backside, so it was very hard to decide, all got fussy cut out too, because it had the kind of florals that I like to get my cut on. So I had lots of stuff going there. So I'm gonna do this and let it dry. Probably gonna let it dry overnight. I'm going to fill in hopefully all of these off camera, because the idea that you guys would have to go through that is relatively painful. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a nice little spritz. This is a thicker paper. It's a Vicky Bouton's Foundations paper, I think is what it's called. It's made for mixed media. It's great. Perfect. Now, I've got some ideas going. I'm going to, one of these I got all stopped up because I did the shaking, and you can't do the shaking. Don't do what I do, okay? But I want to go kind of fun and heavy with my mixed media and just spray it and go for it. All right, so if this one's spraying very nicely, that means I did something wrong to this one. I have got, oh, now it's cooperating. Nope, I still have stuff stuck in there. But, oh, there it goes, there it goes. Guys, even that right there, and I'm gonna show you something, I'm gonna show you what I mean, even though you see all these swirly bits. Okay, see this right here? If we have this, and I put this over it, it's already so darned interesting, isn't it? I love it. Okay, now, I just have one of my cheapo paintbrushes, no big deal on that. I'm gonna get it wet. I kind of have the idea that I would like to have, I didn't even talk to you about the colors. I sprayed Powder Puff first, and then Don't Rain on My Parade secondly. 2 tones of blue, they are stunning. And guys, if you want, you swirl them around. You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting them kind of be for right now. So I have the idea of the blings, the gold glimmer, as splatty bits on the top, because it's really going to show. Now also, I think do the same thing with antique lace, because they're the lighter colors that are going to be kind of like sparkly bits. So let's go ahead. I also have All Is Not Frosted I can do. Guys, there's so many things. Let's work with burnished buckle just a little bit and see what we get. I went ahead maybe 5 minutes ago. I meant to do it. Actually, you can do it whenever you want. I'm going to go ahead and maybe do splatty bits with this. I might I might blend it in. I just want to see what it's going to look like. And I'm going to do splatty bits with my other colors and just let them run together a little bit. And we're going to get a gorgeous marbled, variegated kind of thing. So this is one of those things I like to talk about. Like, mixed media does not have to be complicated. 9 times out of 10, when you play with your goodies, you are going to, let me shut the door real quick. You are going to have a great experience with it because, I mean, if you have a curated kit like this, it already matches, right? But you'll learn something every time. Now, if for some reason you're like, oh, that was terrible, it didn't turn out, you know, all the things we like to tell ourselves that are fairly false, guys, it's paper. Cut it into butterflies. It'll be gorgeous. It's fine. So I think that is close to enough of my burnished buckle. I mean, if I need to come in with more, I will. But I want this to have a chance to just be kind of like a, I think I'm feeling marbled on this. So we have that. Like, guys, look at that. It makes me rather happy. Okay. Let me do a nice little, rinse-a-roo. Now the next color I'm going to grab is All Is Not Frost. Get it? Like all is not lost. Aren't they clever? Okay, I'm going to mix up the goodies. I'm not going to just go right in with this massive paintbrush full because, you know, this stuff is like treasures. It's beautiful. I mean, I have no problem using my supplies. I have a problem with wasting my supplies, though. I don't like to waste. So now let me get another dip. So we're getting a nice, like, beautiful, silvery, gorgeous little tone here. There we go. Now I'm going to get a little bit more around the outside. I'm not super concerned with the entire thing being filled in because I really want this pattern to have the opportunity to shine as well. Okay, next, I'm going to grab my gold glimmer, and that was in the bonus bundle, guys, with the beautiful, I used a lot of it playing with it, with the beautiful sequins. Once again, I just mixed it up. I'm getting most of that back in there. I get my brush slightly wet, and just the same exact thing, guys. Nothing technical is happening here. Just having some fun with my splatters. Here we go. Look at that. Guys, I just went radio silent because I was having fun watching the paint. But yes, we are chatting. So let me get a little bit more of this in these center areas. Now there's a lot more water right here, so we have a little bit of marbling here, but right here, there wasn't as much. So you get these totally different looks. Now right here, if you're like, oh wait, I don't really dig how that more deep charcoaly vibe is going, grab a tiny bit of paper towel. These are actually restaurant napkins, you know, that they put in a bag for me. I think takeout or something. And you can go like that. Now, sometimes you can get a hold of some paper towels that are a really nice pattern on it, like circly bits and all that. And you can get a really nice effect there too. Okay, so that's good. The only thing I haven't used is antique lace. And it's slightly scary because it's got a little bit of an orangey vibe to it and you can get mud. Now, here's the deal. A, I want to finish this project, right? But B, I already have burnished buckle on here, so I do have some brownie tones. So I am choosing not to wig out too much about it. I definitely want this color on here, and I'll probably also use this color on top of my layout, you know, as like a finishing touch, because, you know, the star of the show is Mr. Earl. And oh, I also, while I was signed off, I also went ahead and just matted the photo of Earl really simply just on a scrap of white cardstock. I keep scraps of white cardstock in a bin on the underside of my desk because, you know, so one thing I know I can always use the scraps from, like to the extent that the backs of both of these were just itty bitty little scrap pieces. So anyway, that's what I have for now. I'm going to set this aside to dry until tomorrow, guys, and then we will put the rest of this together. Oh, that makes me so happy. Let me show you really quickly. We have got ourselves a big old easy peasy mixed media kind of thing. And this paper is super, super sturdy. If you are worried about buckling, which I'm not, you can pop it under a book, you know, once it's dry. Don't do that right now. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you for right now. I'll come back in a minute and we'll keep working. All right, so let's check in. I did go ahead and back my cut file with the little scalloped bits that were already in there. I just flipped them over. Super fancy, right? So I'm going to put them on this, but we did talk about, all right, so here's my insert, right? And you guys, the mixed media, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has glorious texture. Like, not just looks like texture, there are the best bumpy bits on here. Totally a fabulous tactile thing. Anywho, I will cut a circle a little bit bigger than this one. I'll have this handy dandy to put inside this wreathy looking circle, and then I'm going to pop it up. Great. I've got Earl right here. Earl will get a little treatment, I think, from this one. It might not show up enough. Let's see. Let's see. Do I know the navy? No. I'm trying to see. Ooh. There are such good options. Ooh. This is me. Ooh. You know, I'm going to do it in this one so I have a little bit of a difference. I want a little difference in my matting. Got it. Okay. Now, let's see. We've got our shakers. I've got Earl Jr. That one's going to be good to go. I'll put this shaker here. Then, my friends, I was looking at, sorry, pink phone cord. I was looking at this piece and I'm like, I want to mat it. So I'm going to go ahead and mat it on this piece here that I cut my cut file out of to give it a little zhuzh. Then I want to do a little scuffy because I've got a cat, right? Kitty is always full of burrs. Like, this poor cat, like, if you see this tree line back here, that's woods, and he slinks around back there and gets full of burrs and yuck. So he's a scruffy cat. It's just how it is. And no, we try to keep him in, and he said, we don't care. That's how that whole sitch went. So I'm going to pop this up. I'm going to give this layer a little bit of scuff. Then I want to, guys, then I'm going to start bringing in treasures and treasures and treasures. I, of course, have more of my sequins, but I've got all kinds of bits to start adding in. And I'm going to concentrate them here and here because those are going to be my two main clusters. So let me do a little bit of homework and I'll meet you right back here. So guys, everything is stuck down except for Mr. Kitty. I mean, I just can't. And I think Kitty is going to rest right up here on this ledge. I think so. So my shakers are up on a bit of foam. My photo's up on a bit of foam. We've got lots of dimension. Let me show you. I mean, look at this already. We've got things going on. All right. You know, I do, of course, have a little bit of warping on my background piece. Doesn't matter. When it's in your album, it just goes, it's fine. So we need a title. I just saw one. Guys, this reads Good Times. That might be so cute, like right off of the shaker. We'll see, but I just saw one thing and I got excited. All right, so we've got, so happy. Oh, you know what I am kind of vibing? Look at the depth of color in this one that reads Love. These are the dots and I love them. We can have one right here, a nice little anchor. Guys, they come on a little popped up thingy. If you don't need it, just pop it off and use it on something else. You just have to. All right, so I like the idea of having one in each of my clusters. So I'll be able to keep that So Happy one for another time. Now I don't want it at the same distance. So, ooh, I do like that. They're both on top of something. Okay, that makes me happy. Happy. Now, Teacup doesn't make as much sense, you know, because it's a cat and he would drink out of a cup. Never mind. We're not doing the teacups. But let's see. Times like these make me happy. Cute. Love this. You know what I should probably do? I should probably layer up a zillion florals, you know, because I love florals so much. Look at the hydrangeas. I should layer up a zillion of these florals, and then we'll figure out what, ooh, that looks like my pot with the flowers. And then we'll figure out what little bits from here need to jump in. I think that's an idea. Okay, so these are all relatively the same, right? Except for, you know, if it ran off the page, it looks kind of like that. No biggie. But I do like me a nice little bend on things to give it more oomph. So let's go ahead and right there on the vein, I'll get my fingernail on there. I'm sure that's a super technical technique, but you know what? Hands are our best tool in the kitchen, in the craft room, in the home improvement room, whatever. So let's say I pop that up just a little bit and we can have a nice little something popping out. And then, of course, I'm going to want to do the same thing over here. I'm going to build them up. I've got the ones that we use all of our pretty, pretty paints on. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up my clusters a hot minute. We'll put those on. I've got my dots, and we'll see what other little die cut pretties we can sneak in. So stay tuned. So let's get ourselves a nice little looky-loo at what we have and see what we think. Okay, so this cluster has our nice little shaker, our dots. We've got our painty bits here. Couple painted little bits sticking out from different areas. This gorgeous iris is here. I've got leafy bits and then some nice leafy bits here. The leaves that are painted coming out of the ephemera / die cuts that aren't, it's such a lovely little mixeroo. So we have that. Love, love, love where that's going. Just trying to keep that from being too bright for you guys. Okay, so we have all of that. Good times today turned out to be my title. Let's see if there's a couple more little tiny bits. Nope, don't like that. A couple more little tiny bits we can bring in. So more leafy bits. Ooh, I like that one there because it looks just like those leaves. Okay. So if we have that, we can have maybe some leaves coming through there. I already have a gorgeous hydrangea there. Maybe I should have a little bit of that same blue opposite day. Okay. That's that floral. Oh, here's the locking key that I thought was so cute. So cute. Ooh, there's a butterfly. We can get some of that. You know what? This gives me that pretty, pretty blue that we were just talking about. Oh, I'll do the hydrangea anyway. Why have a little when you can just keep going and going? Okay, and then let's have this little guy. That can land over here by the heart as well. I like to have things layered all up. Now, we have 1, 2. Let's have one more little sweet, mothy, buggy bit. And I think we'll have it go like that, guys. And then I'm going to pop on a few of our sequins in the little clusters. And this is going to be done. I think it could also use a little bit of splatters in. Shall we go gold glitter? I think so, because it's amazing. I'll come back, show you the whole thing. But guys, this one, you know, when you have a cut file and it's a large cut file, the idea comes together quickly. I really thought it was fun to just flip these little pieces around. We have like kind of something going on that could have been plain, but you know, why not add all of the things? So we have all of that. I'm loving it. I'm going to put some sequins on. We need to do some splatty bits in gold glimmer. So I'll get that right over here. This is a blings, by the way, the gold glimmer. It is gorgeous, and it already has liquid in there. It'll be nice and easy peasy. I might have to add a tiny bit of water to really, you know, let it get a little bit more liquidy, but it's fine. It's going to dry and be glorious. So guys, it's so fun. Love how this came together. So give me 1 second. This is trying to come up a little bit and we have to tell it how it is. Give me 1 second to finish this little kitty layout. I mean, I just couldn't. I had to use a kitty. So 1 second. All right, my friends, that was fun. I just got my splatters on here, a few beautiful sequins to go along with my shakers. And this fun little project is done. Now I just really am excited to get to the next one because I am loving all of the navy, and the tones in this kit are just spot on my kind of thing. So guys, I'm going to have a few still shots to follow. I will have links down below where you can get your hands on these kits, the blog, the website, all that kind of stuff. When you guys place your order, put my name in the comments to score yourself a freebie. It's a freebie for you. Let them know that I sent you. It's all good stuff. All right, guys, I will see you ever so soon with another video. Bye for now, friends.